Well, hello there, and apologies for being a bit late. As per usual, everything goes wrong at the last minute. For some reason, the stream wouldn't start. The OBS kept on crashing on me, and I'm still not all configured yet. So apologies for this rambling start. Hopefully, in the very start there, you heard music, and then you saw the advert for the exhibition with music. I will eventually get chat up and running, but it's all a bit haywire as normal. But everybody that comes often will know exactly that happens every single week anyway. So I'm just waiting on this to come up, so hopefully I am live. It says live there, I'm just wanting confirmation there, and then I'll get the chat up, and then hopefully we'll be able to see who's out there. If my laptop doesn't. So frustratingly slow. Anyways, I am just assuming that you are out there, and welcome to you all this evening, this warm and clammy kind of Tuesday. After, was it last week? It was bloody freezing and peeing down. It was hellish. Right, come here. But it's a warmer day. Must be. Hiya, Peter. I'll pop that chat out, and then we can kind of get underway a bit, type of thing. All right. Oh, if only I was organised. Right, we have people watching. Peter's in chat. Do say hello if you're in chat. Evening, Alan. How are you as well? Yeah. Right. Oh, sweating. Horrible. Horrible. Too hot. Too hot. It's about 15 degrees too hot. It's probably not. It's probably pretty bloody cold for some folk. Right then. So. No worries, Paul. You can watch later on. Just comment later on. Comments on the recordings are very helpful. So enjoy your tea, Paul, and thank you for popping in very briefly as well. Right then. So what's going on this week? Whatever. Exhibition time is coming up. It is a month away now, and as you can see from this, hopefully the audio is still there. Yeah, it is. Just had this through from the gallery today, so that'll be, you know, some of the stuff that'll be going in various magazines, and well, northern magazines anyway, to publicise it. So yeah, time's ticking on. Starting to panic, but I am supposedly going to be printing this weekend. Sorry, going to go down and see Andrew and press print on a hell of a lot of ink and paper, which is expensive. But anyways, yes. But if you also noticed on that advert, there is a little thing that says photo speed, and photo speed are very kindly supporting me in this exhibition. So thank you very much to them. So it makes the ability of me being able to put it on a lot more affordable. So thank you to Vince and Toby and the whole team down at Photo Speed. They are brilliant, and I always recommend their art fibre paper, which is what the exhibition will be printed on, because it prints my dark colours and my reds very easily. Well, easily on my printer anyway. Hopefully on others as well, especially Andrew's. Right, so yeah, exhibition prep is coming on. So I know I said about October last year I was going to do a vlog series on preparation for the exhibition, and with a month to go I haven't recorded a minute of footage. So obviously this week's going to be very busy with that. So probably going to head down to the gallery later this week, shoot some external and setup kind of stuff. Going to go back and see Dale, the owner, next week, and maybe interview him for a little bit and ask him why the hell he picked me for the busiest exhibition of the year. And also printing this weekend with Andrew. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to take the camera down and film all that as well. He's even tidied his office for us, so that's all good. So yeah, loads of stuff going on with that. So yeah, what else has gone on? Any ideas, Peter? Any ideas what's been going on this weekend? Any informing everybody in the chat? What was going on? I can't really remember. Well, if anybody has read the description today, yes, I did keep it quiet to a lot of folk, or especially Alan, because he kind of said, "When the hell did you sort that out?" So yeah, I had a couple hours with Tom Heaton on Lindisfarne on Sunday morning at the crack of dawn. Well done, Peter. So it was really nice to meet up with him, hang out with him for a bit, show him some wiggly movements, and show him how I work, like both out in the field and in post. And he shot a load of footage, a hell of a lot of B-roll, and you wouldn't believe the stuff he does to do the van driving up and all that type of stuff. Loads of it, loads of it. So I was really surprised how much effort and like all the different things he shoots to just put all that B-roll together. Really kind of blew us away, because whenever I've shot Blu-ray B-roll, I've it's literally flash camera down, walk past it, quickly run back, turn it in the opposite direction, walk into frame, and all that kind of stuff. So mine's always been a very easy kind of B-roll. Not that I've shot loads of videos though. So seeing how Tom works was eye-opening. So I do feel inspired to do more, but obviously I'll have a lot more time once the exhibition's kind of all sorted. How did I get up for dawn, Alan? Well, it wasn't really dawn, because sunrise is about 4 o'clock and the alarm went off at about 4 o'clock. But it was nice light on Sunday morning. Really lovely morning. So yeah, so I was a fun morning, and stupidly I didn't really tidy the office up. And of course Tom come in and did B-roll from all angles. So you will see my very messy desk and messy office and all that kind of thing. But you've seen most of it in the background anyway. So yeah, it was a good morning, good fun morning. So I did shoot some images there with him, and kind of did a very quick edit with him here. And so I've spent a little bit of time on a couple. So we're just going to make a new image this evening to see how, if anything else comes of it. We shot the Priory Church ruins, which I shot last autumn time, last winter, and it was I got really good images. I mean, the image back then is the one that's on the advert for the exhibition. Excuse me. So I took him to exactly the same spot, because I knew we'd get some decent light actually hitting the building, and it'll be good to work on. So I've got some reasonable data, fairly happy with it, and let's just stick that up there now. So just gonna piece some of these together. I've used some of them already in shots, in images already made. So I made this one the other day, which I kind of quite like. Very soft, very like an old Rooney feeling. If you go back, if you go back in time, if you think back to a couple of 100 years ago, and Lindisfarne wouldn't have been the manicured tourist spot that it is now. It would have been very much rack and ruin and pretty, you know, rough conditions. You know, grass wouldn't be neatly mown and all that type of stuff. It'd have been fairly a harsher landscape. So yeah, it's I'm gonna work on this kind of data again with it for this one. The other image I did make was, let's see, it was this one. Because I took them along to where the castle is, and at that stage of the day the sun had obviously risen, but it was still fairly low in the sky, and bright blue skies, sun facing straight at you. Trying to shoot ICM in that is not easy, so that was a bit of a challenge, but I knew kind of roughly that I would get something out of it. So with a bit of turning things upside down and whatever, I've got this nice kind of illustrative, graphical kind of representation of the, you know, the castle and the roadway up in a manner of speaking. So it was tricky, and I'm not entirely convinced that this image is, you know, balanced right, but maybe that's a kind of a good thing, because it means if you've got this image on the wall, it will always be catching your eye, because something's just not quite right with it. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't sit right, so it will always drag the eye because you want to somehow correct it. I think it's called tension in an image. I don't know. So anyways, David! Sorry. No worries, David. Hopefully things improve for you. But I was actually, David, I was luckily enough to sit in the famous Heaton camper van, had a cup of tea. So when you're back home, I want a cup of tea in your camper van. There you go. We'll get that one booked in. So then I'll be able to compare the two. See if your tea is better than Tom's. See if your van's more comfortable than Tom's. Who knows? That's what I was thinking, Peter. I think it just really it just makes you want to grab it and do something with it, because it doesn't feel right. So, anyways, so that's maybe a good thing. Right, so avoiding those dodgy castle shots, I'm going to look through these priory shots again. I did, you know, choose a few actually when I was, you know, very quickly when Tom was here filming. So I'm just going to go through them again just to see if there's any I missed that might be usable. Obviously some of them are just too sharp, like this one. Like it's just that bit too much detail. You know, I kind of like the looser kind of setup like this to work with. Yeah, that's a very bright one, but you know, could be useful. I actually had that one, I didn't have it chosen initially. Yeah, and then I'd used these two in a previous shot. Actually, that one looks quite different. There's a lot of just looseness there, which could be good. Yeah, that's the finish too. Maybe it's that one. Obviously, you got the hotel on the right, which is annoying, but you know, might do something with it. And this one again, it's got nice, like pointing at the screen. Don't point at the screen, Andy. This area, you can just see the top of the ruins. Could work. Aye. I think these ones I zoomed in a bit further, and these look quite cool, which I might actually use. I might actually do these ones. See that you can obviously see the scale. I've just zoomed in. I didn't walk forwards because, you know, I'm lazy. I just zoomed in. Well, yeah, I think I might just use these ones. Not that one. Just see how zoomed in. Yeah. So it's... And then that one's back to zoomed out again. Grand, right, okay, we've got a few there to work with, which is good. That one's not perfect, but it might actually do something. Evening, Paul! How's Mr. Thompson this evening? I must admit I haven't watched your second video, Adam Gibbs, yet. I must get round to that. Everybody's been doing fancy collaborations. Right, let's develop some of these. I'll just zoom that out. Detail. Actually, do I use preset for this? It's very yellow. Even on the really red one, it's getting a little my screen. Has my screen gone wrong? Where's all my reds gone? That'll be that one, and then I'm gonna add it. Actually, the thought I did have was Tom said to it, like, obviously I do a lot of oranges and reds. Tom said that he really likes the the bluer tone. A lot of his images are more bluer toned images. So he thought he was going to process that kind of way. So I'm wondering if I should do a similar thing and go that bluey greeny kind of direction. Oh, good stuff, Paul. Looking forward to it. I will get caught up eventually. Right. Yeah, I was going to go blue, wasn't I? Right, let's return that back to normal. I can get rid of whatever. Colour need in. Right, I still need noise reduction. Basic colour. Auto. Still need all that. Highlights have probably come down a bit further. I'm going to lower the contrast, so just to keep them wispy edges, because you go too much, you're just going to blow them out. So bring the contrast down. I don't need any of that. Tone curve, I might need to flatten some of these ones. Yep, there we go. Flatten them out. And greens there. There's probably a quick way of resetting that. So what do we want from here? We want blues, don't we? So HS, I'm going to reset these. Okay, back to normal. So we want to go, we want these to be fairly cool, don't we? Well, maybe about there. Just pull and warm the building up, and maybe overtly blues. I think I use curves to change to blue. Cool things off, not split toning, tone curve. Blue, whack that up a bit. Pull the highlights down. There's that nice yellowy kind of mix in the middle there. You gotta get away from orange eventually, you know, David. Yeah. Just gonna flatten them out, and what am I doing? Don't want to get too mad. Let's not get too technical. Let's just kind of leave it like that, and just maybe configure things after. Probably going to darken it down as well. The fan on my computer's gone mad again. Right, small tweak there. So we've got a bit more of a bluey kind of start, so that's Could improve things. Right, dust spotting. Obviously. Bright day. F-stop was up around 10 or 11. So, a few dust spots. If anybody wants to support me on Patreon, it would be nice, and then I can afford some swaps. I will eventually get my lens, not my lens cleaned, my sensor cleaned. Yeah, because $2 in Patreon's gonna make all the difference. Right, yeah, thank you to all my patrons on Patreon. You are lovely people. Right, it's like getting carried away on me. Right, so let's just done. Right, that's nice and soft. I think we're now talking these down. Hopefully these I'll probably go down the multiply route. Just make sure that vignette's out. There we go. Synchronize all of those, and I actually better start up Photoshop because it's not open yet. Oh, David, I'm not the only slacker, but you've probably got an excuse because you're all probably still abroad in the middle of the sea, somewhere off Africa or something. Right, that Photoshop open, grand. Right, let's dump these into Photoshop and see what happens. Oh, and also, by the way, Photoshop updated today with some changes or fixes, or there have been some problems with it or whatever, and I have my what do you call it, Nick Collection tablet screen thing back finally. So I now don't need to do the whole Control Alt, not Control Alt and Delete, Shift Control Alt and E keystroke thing to make like layer a new layer, whatever the terminology is. Learn how to speak Andy. I haven't been on the red wine, honest to go. Right, so that's them 5 in. So yes, I have that panel back. So good to have it back. Right, let's just sort that out and group these together, not have it on the crop tool. Let's listen to my computer going mad. It was alright last week. The week before it was a bit whiny. I thought I'd done all the dust spotting. Oh well. Right, so multiply is a funny shade. Darken has got some interesting shapes. Lighten is very, very abstract. Screen is not there. Overlay, no. Then on to all the weird ones. So, probably looking like it's going to be multiply. And the stream has been crapping out as Photoshop's been going. Right, so I think this one is the errant one. Yes, it is. I'm going to knock that base one out. I'm just going to align these ones, but not on that axis, that one. So the move tool. No, don't select them all, Andy. Move tool, just going to kind of align these up roughly. Pull them into position, just like so. This one will come across quite a lot. Very nice. And then this one will go to the way, roughly over there. Something like that. And now we've got to get rid of all them edges. So, masking all these out forthwith. Of course I did it the wrong way, because I always do. I always love to remember. That didn't work right. Have I got the wrong multiply? 1, 2. I thought I'd undone it. I am doing things wrong again. You can tell I'm flustered because I've started late. Not concentrating. So that one is that layer. Right, okay, that's that layer. And probably, which one is it? It's that one. There we are. That's the base layer, yeah, that's fine. And then that one's that one, okay. Mask that one. I do actually want to come across to really lighten that tree up because it's just too strong. Come down to there. Then this top one. Ooh, yeah, bugger. Okay, come across a bit more. Something like that. Let's lighten the foreground as well. It's all right. Well, now I'll just use the I'll use the opacity just to kind of semi-configure some of these. I think taking that one away really changes it quite a bit. So it really loses that definition in the middle. And that one started. Yeah, that's the main one at the back. So we're going to leave that. And I'm rambling as I decide, as usual. Notice I think the only one to really do anything with is this one. And I think I want to take out a bit of that there. Because I want to leave in these definitive lines here. Like that shape there. But I just want to soften this area in here, so in there of course we will, no we will not, we will paint in black. So a big soft brush, and we'll reduce the opacity so it doesn't go all the way back and flow. Reduce that as well, and just gradually paint all this in. And hopefully we'll actually get to the end of the episode without the computer blowing up. Because it sounds, I'm just going to paint some of that out as well because it's quite dark in that blue. Something like that. Just going to paint out some of that as well. That foreground. Do that tree. Just to line that up. But retaining these lines in here. Just retaining those. So, right, new layer. I'm going to add in some colour here. Cancel. Hit the right button might help. Why cancel? Give me decent. Give me colour. There we go. Right, fine, we got there. In the end. Hue, and we wanted blue, didn't we? So, we want, yeah, that's the kind of blue we want. So fill that layer. The way this computer sounds, this might be the last episode for a while. Hue, right. Hue, that's gonna, oh my god, very blue. Let's reduce the opacity and see what that does. It's almost like a nighttime scene. So, right, curves adjustment, just want to fiddle around a bit. Now I still want to reduce this one. Come on. Catch up. Cancel. It's getting a bit laboured now. Right. So yeah, let's give us a bit more definition with that curves layer. And then let's bung in Analog Effects Pro and see what happens. No blend if at the minute, Peter. I don't think the computer could handle it, to be honest, the way it's whirring away. It's like a mini tornado down at my feet there. Right, so we want to do great things. So let's just looking down the preset avenue. See if there's anything strikes me fancy. There's a couple there that I've seen so far. Right, which one was it? Just try autumn. Waterfall? No. Those tend to look better when they're smaller. Just check a few. Just looking for a starting point, really. Put these over the top, see if there's anything. Nah. It was really washed out one I saw. That one, February sketches. Bloody hell, it's getting louder and louder. Right. Change the exposure. That's interesting. It's right on the boundary of halfway of the balance. Exposure, something to play with the exposure there. Probably do want a bit more contrast. Not a lot though, just enough. Brightness. Detail extraction. Just getting a knockout up, just so you get a little bit more texture. Just enough. The lens vignettes on the positive side there. I'll probably go more so. See, as per usual, start with a desire to go a completely different colour direction, and I'm starting to resonate there. Back towards the yellows. Oh. This stream crapping out on me again. If that red bar would disappear, I'd be happier. Right, so film type is using cool, so that's not too bad. I quite like that. We'll just try the others just to see. Obviously that's going more down my normal direction of red, which I want to try to avoid. That one even more so. So I think in an effort of staying true to my vision or desire to stay there, then don't want strength too high. Faded. So there's a happy medium with this faded slider. There's a happy medium. So if you go down to like neutral, so you know there's no fadedness whatsoever, start bringing it up, you get to that happy place about here, you push it too far and it starts going dark again on you. So just be mindful of that kind of use of that slider. Yeah, just watch yourself. So it is about there. Quite happy with that, I think. Am I? Yeah, probably am. Yeah, it softens all that back a bit. I might hate it by the time I switch the lights off and can see properly. Yeah, right. So we've got a few curves adjustments to do here. If you can let us know that the stream's alright, because I keep on getting this red line, by the way. My very kind viewers, if you could let me know that things is still reasonably okay. Because things are struggling. No, I don't want to go too dark, because that's starting to turn this stuff in the middle, just kind of starting to turn it a bit muddy, a bit blue and muddy. I'm going to keep it light and airy. We'll just keep that top end of the curve away from the corner, so you're not getting it really light, just kind of pulling down a bit, like so. Some blues, I'm going to add in just a hint of blue, to be honest, on the curves. I don't think I actually need it in the middle there. See if it needs it in the... No, it's fine. Lift it out of the corners and it's... No. I want to leave some of that kind of greeny yellow in there. So I think we are pretty much done in this section, I think. So we'll head back into Photoshop. Alright, see you, David. We'll catch up with you soon. Thank you very much for letting us know that I am still here. But yeah, give us a shout when you're back. And I will come and sit in your camper van. Right. So what do I want to do with this? I will think I need, well, obviously a curves adjustment. Just add in things. I can start being selective on where I put it now. Actually, don't need a big S curve. I just want, let's get rid of you. And really, I'm really just doing it for like this area here. Let's not do things like that, Andy. Just in this area here, I just want to, yeah, so I need to invert that mask, and then I can paint in white. That's where you paint. Just to blacken that off a bit. I'm not going to get the Wacom tablet out today. Don't know if you saw my, well, certainly Instagram anyway this week. I got a little carried away with my Wacom tablet, or Wacom or whatever you call it. Darken that off. Edge to the tree there. So they're just all done by mouse, obviously. Make that brush a bit bigger. There you are, a little bit smudging there. Lovely. Yeah, I ended up oil painting a front of an image, which was more than I was intending doing. I only intended doing it for proofing it for print, and got very carried away. Right, so there we go. Hue saturation layer. Just gonna have a little play to see where this needs to go. So I think I'm gonna need to bring a little bit of realism back in. -10 on that, I might be a bit strong. So I'll quit. Whoops, not that close of you. 100% would do. So that's about there. Well, it's still -9. So it wasn't much different from -10, was it? On and off, on and off. Yeah, it is only affecting the building really. And even then, I think I'd probably just move the opacity back a touch so it's not quite as impactful. I mean, quite as obvious. You know, you've gone from a kind of a green to a bit more of a realistic colour. I think I'm going to drop that even further, just to soften it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Computer's still going mad. Right, okay. Quite happy with that. Surroundings normally are a little bit too green for my liking, but I am trying a different colour scheme, so I'm allowed to not be happy about it. So, let me think. Vivier, we'll have a little play in there just to see if there's any local selections, or see what that throws up at me to play around with. I don't think there's going to be much to do in this. You want a little bit of warmth, but not much. See, adding that warmth in, it brings it back to nearer my normal colour scheme. I just can't escape those lovely warm tones. Adding in a bit more shadows, and there's not. I just want to keep it light, keep it almost watercolour like. Structure to add. Tempted to add a little bit of structure in just to help those lines, but you don't want to take it all the way back because it just softens it right off. Going on too much, and then it becomes like a charcoal paint sketch. Happy mediums. A little bit here and a little bit there. Something like that, yeah. Play with saturation, don't want to go too nuclear, I just want to be subtle. Couple percentage marks. Yeah. You know, even contrast just 2% there. You can start seeing, you can start seeing the difference. Very, very marginally, but I can see the difference. That's the important one. I'm just gonna -5 degrees on there. What kind of difference does that make? Quite a big difference, actually. Is it a good difference or is it a bad difference? Split difference, let's go to 2. -2. Not -25, -2. That's a more subtle little change there, that's better. Much better. So yeah, I'm happier with that. It does not concern me in the slightest that, you know, there's no tree detail anymore. You know, this lump of masonry is just about gone, because really isn't only the feature part of the Priory ruins. You know, are these, you know, this, you know, this main huge east-facing window, and then in the background you've got this lump here, which is the remaining standing tower part of the western elevation of the ruins. I think I should probably have been a historian as well, not just a bloody photographer. Yeah, actually, Peter, in reality, they run the other way. They run diagonally the other way. So it just shows you how out of kilter my initial shots were. So yeah, I quite like that. It's still got that romantic ruin feel. Really quite like it. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do any more on it. Just going to okay that, and I might even I'm going to do my print, well, not my print preparation trick, but I am going to zoom right out so it is just a wee block, and then you can kind of get more of a gauge on how light and how dark it is and its tonality. And like now I'm seeing those blues, and the fact I'm not hating it, but I can see that it's not my usual style. But you know, by shrinking it right down, it does reduce it to just the broader shapes. And now from this distance, this smudge here, make an arrow so you can see, this smudge here, and the fact that there's like a negative space in there, almost looks like there's a pathway leading into it, which is quite cool. And then obviously you got these bits up here, which if you're looking in detail are obviously, you know, the ruined arches stacked up. You can see them, but they kind of look like, from this distance, they look like, you know, like a bit cloud-like. So that's a handy little trick to do. You know, shrink it down and then just gauge it from that, because you know, if you're thinking if they're hanging on a wall, you're not looking from 3mm away from it. You're going to be looking at it from a distance. I also, when I'm like sorting images for print, I'll actually, you know, zoom out to this kind of distance, and then generally I'll lighten them for print, so something, you know, goes as light as that, which is quite the difference. It'll look terrible when you zoom back in, but, you know, right, let's leave that bottom corner in there. So when you zoom back in, it still looks, to me, it's still, when you zoom back in, it looks dark, but you realise how much darker it was beforehand. So you have done a good thing by making it lighter. So there you go. Right, I think that's that image pretty much sorted, I think. Consider. Yeah. Yeah, see how. I was just thinking, when we get back in the Lightroom, I think it is going to remain a 3x2 crop. There's not going to be an issue there. I was just thinking about the new texture slider, and if I play around, you know, probably just very much on, you know, this shaded in, you know, shadowy area of the ruins, just to see how, if it adds a little bit more to it. But I think other than that, we're pretty much good to go. Actually, whilst we're waiting for it to save, no, wrong thing, and that's the wrong thing as well. Where the hell am I going? Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I was going to make a screen for this, but there you go. Coming soon to a channel near you. Mr. Heaton in one of my videos. Right, that's finished saving. Yeah, right, back to Lightroom. There we are. 3 stars, so I know where it is, and let's have a look. Yeah, it was the thingy, texture setting I was going to do. So just a radial filter. Drop that on there, because it's really just this area I'm looking to enhance with a little bit more, well, not grain, but a bit more texture to get a hat off. Something like that. So yeah, clarity's not going to do much. Clarity is actually going to go too harsh, or even you can just have a little bit of clarity and more of the texture slider. So something like that. So you obviously without it, or with it, just adds a little bit more grip to an image. you can grip onto it a little bit better. I was wondering if it'll enhance any of these top spires. Not really, so I'll just stick it in there really. Can we drop it down? No, we can't drop it down, that's going to be terrible. I could do the range masking thing, but I think it's still going to be pretty muddy in there, so I don't go too much. I'm dying to make this more orange-like. Let's forget about it, Andy. Let's just abandon ship now. Yeah, done. I think we're pretty much editing. No. Create virtual copy. Let's do a crop. So yeah, we still got the you've got the 3x2, which is pretty much gonna be the correct crop. Let's have a one for Instagram. So that's probably right. You just got the hint of that lump of masonry. I think it was maybe the wall to the kitchens or something. I think I did see on a map sometime. You got the bit tree on the side, you know, just going out of frame there. You've got this streak into the middle, which leads you into the ruin itself. I think, you know, all the elements that you really need are actually in this square crop. So Instagram followers aren't going to be missing out. Let's create another one. I'm just going to check to see if my normal panoramic-y 9x5 crop works or not. Where is it? 9x10. Let's scale that out. And yeah, that's about there. Done. So it's obviously a bit narrower. I'll probably, yeah, I think the 3x2 is a bit more of a finished looking kind of image than what the 9x5 is. 9x5 just looks like it's had the arse of it cut off. So yeah, I think 3x2 is the right crop for it. So there we go. I've actually finished within an hour. Hey, let's keep that going, Andy. Yeah, back to the start. Right, me. Yeah, me. Right. So yes, I think there will be an episode next week. I don't know when I'll be out getting any new pictures, mind, before then. But hopefully, well, maybe it's the weekend. I'll maybe get out for a little bit of the weekend somewhere, of something. If not, I've still got some left to edit from things, which we can just play around with. So yeah, it should be an episode next week. I've got to really start. Well, I've got to start shooting these exhibition vlogs, which might turn into one vlog to start with, and then one of the exhibition itself, and one afterwards. It was intended to be a lot longer series, so I've got that to shoot. I've got a couple of vlogs shot from going back as far as March, so it might be a while before you see my take on Going Out with Tom. So you'll probably see his version a lot sooner than what you'll see my version, just because I've got that much to do, and to get it edited together in the next couple of weeks is going to be a struggle. And I would actually like to get the exhibition vlog stuff done first, to kind of to highlight that, because hopefully going to make some money out of that and draw more eyes to it. So yeah, so don't expect to see my version of The Morning with Tom for a little while. Then it might be a couple of weeks for his version coming up. It just depends. He's off to Iceland next week or something. So there you go. So that's tonight's episode. Nice sketch-like looking image there. I think what else? That's about it. If you're watching on catch up, please do comment below if you've watched live. And it's now, you know, once it's finished, do comment below. That'd be grand. Thank you very much for being in chat, everybody that's been here live. Give yourselves all a clap. So thank you for coming along. We've had a good few viewers tonight actually, which has been good. So yeah, follow me on the usual stuff, all listed below, and that'll be about it. So yeah, I must get quicker at saying goodbye in these things. So keep it hard, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya. And if I can remember where the bloody thing is to end the stream.